Welcome back to Being Beep. With Athletics 40, my run speed is 104. That's absolutely excellent. You can make it in and out of the Foglands with a run speed of, I think, 83, 93, something like that. We're well beyond that at this point. I open the map and set the waypoint for Rebirth, and off we go. Oh yeah, we're way faster than these guys. Look at Beep go! All sorts of training is paying off. We run all night long across the harsh landscape of Kenshi until, there it is, the Gates of Rebirth. For those who don't know, this is where the Holy Nation keeps slaves, and we're gonna be one. I'll tell you why in a sec. Everything's in the backpack and we take our shot. We run way faster than the guards, which is important for our escape. It means we can leave whenever we want. There is a slave start for the game that starts you with no stats here in a cage, but we came here being able to run out of here whenever we wanna, which is a huge advantage. Past the guards at the front gate, they're telling me I'm not welcome here. I drop my backpack at the inner gate and make my way into the slave camp. Impatient that I'm not yet being chased, I figure I'll practice assassinations on the guards to stir up some trouble. I get one guy, and then it's on. Now, the reason I want to train here is because the Holy Nation will enslave you and make you work for them. Should you disobey, they will beat your ass and throw you in a cage. And, as a prisoner, they will heal your wounds for you. So, unlike, say, dust bandits that will kick your ass and leave you to die in the desert, the Holy Nation in Rebirth will kick your ass and heal the wounds from the ass kicking. You never die. So, you train martial arts and dodge and dexterity and toughness just by picking your way out of your cage, getting your ass kicked, getting put back in the cage, and then healed and repeat. My job from here is to get my ass kicked, get healed, endure a recovery coma, pick myself out of my shackles, attack the guards, and have the same thing happen over and over and over and over for days and days and days and days and days. So, if you're not careful, you'll get your limbs cut off. They use swords. This can make the process very time-consuming. If your limbs take critical damage, you have to sleep that off. If you don't and attack the guards without being at full health, your limbs will come off. So training this way isn't for your average Kenshi player. Like training up stealth and assassination, you gotta sit here and do it for hours. Morning in the great city of Rebirth. If I do nothing, my character as a slave will auto-run back and forth, using a pickaxe to crack rocks for the Holy Nation. Good way to train strength and athletics. You can leave the game on and it'll run your guy back and forth. If you do pick your way out of your chains and put them in your inventory, you'll get encumbered and your strength will go up when you run. So I get chained up. I get the pants and the speech, and now Auto-Slave is officially active. Every chance I get, I pick the locks on the shackles of every other prisoner, practice lockpicking, stir up trouble, and some people that you free will join your team in thanks. This guy runs and gets attacked by the guards. They figure I had something to do with it, so it's fight time. Fights are good, they harden me. Sorry, phrasing. As soon as I go down, my toughness goes from 4 to 5. See my left leg? It's crippled and bleeding out and will fall off if I don't do something about it. But I don't have to worry. They will. They throw me in a cage and heal me right up. See? And now I'm in a recovery coma. Usually you have to wait for your negative stats to hit 0. Once my chest reaches 0, I'm back into being an auto-slave. Left leg is wounded and healing slowly. Once night falls, all the slaves auto go back to their cages so the guards can sleep. I auto-limp my way out of a cage. Once the guards get into their beds, I decide to practice lockpicking. My leg is too crippled to start new fights. If that leg comes off, my athletics will be destroyed and I won't be able to run out of here. I pick the lock on the cage, escape, get back in the cage, lock the door, and pick the lock over and over and over and over and over until sunrise. Always training. The sun comes up, I get back in my cage like nothing happened, and I wait for the slave day to start. I get auto-slaving and see that I raise my lockpicking to 24 overnight. That's sweet. I limp my way to some rocks and smash them. My leg sucks. I love unlocking the shackles of other prisoners. Lockpicking practice and a way to stir up chaos. I free every slave I see. I think it's hilarious. Chaos rules. My leg still sucks. Letting myself be a slave, the laboring skill goes up too. Rebirth rules for stat training. My leg is almost not crippled. Soon it might even be half decent. I unlock some more prisoner shackles and walk away like nothing happened, but a guard gets wise to my act and chops at me with a cleaver. My chest takes most of the damage. Then the guard gets distracted and launches me off his shoulders. I go back into auto-slaving. I figure I'm good to go back to work, but the guards attack me again. I guess tired of my bullcrap. I get it. I get whooped, chained, and healed. They take me back to a cage, and I go about slowly healing up again. Once night falls, I pick and unlock everything I can. Some prisoners thank me, and some get scared and lock themselves back up. I get tons of practice lockpicking, back and forth between all the slaves while the guards are asleep. Now, while I sneak around the compound, I have a crew of slave followers. I've freed them. I'm like their Moses. I unlock a little gang of slaves as the sun rises. Then I get back on the pole like I had nothing to do with anything. My slave gang just stands there waiting for my next move. My next move is to chill and heal. The guards show up. I'm an obedient slave. I'm just chilling. But all these other guys, rule breakers, a war breaks out. Not that it's any of my business. And then I go back into auto-slaving. Lockpicking is up to 41. Toughness is at 6. We lockpick some more. We unlock shackles until we're caught again. We try to fight with kung fu that we don't know, and we get hacked down by an army. Toughness goes to 8. Dust bandits would leave me to bleed to death on the desert floor. These guys bring me to a cage and heal me. Excellent training system. I'm pretty hurt, so I sit in a cage all day. I practice some lockpicking, but for the most part, I need to heal before I get into any more fights. Sunset, sundown, nighttime, long night, sunrise, daytime, just healing in a cage, picking locks and stuff. Then I get bored. I pick my way out of my cage and straight attack a guard downstairs. He takes me down no problem. Dodge 8, toughness 9. When I wake up, I attack again. My chest is the most hurt thing right now, but that's not a limb that can fly off, so I risk it. I'm taken down again, then healed. Then we spend an eternity in a cage. Having fun with Kenshi yet? I'm there all night long. And then I go back to work. I do some honest work while I heal all the way back up. And then I get my ass kicked again. Get healed up, pick locks, escape, and my ass kicked again and again, over and over and over. A lot of time is just spent healing in a cage. Days, nights, days, nights. You having fun? Don't you love this game? I do. So I repeat this process until I'm up to toughness 36. Escape the cage, attack the guards, get healed over and over. I get risky beat until my limbs almost fall off, but the guards are there to rescue and heal me and lock me away. My martial arts is only at 5, which isn't very high, but we'll train that later. I'm happy with my toughness at this point. We are 32 days into the game and I've done nothing but train stats. No story, no base, just training. My lockpicking is up at 72, by the way. I chill in a cage one final time until I'm fully healed up. I have snuck out at night a few times to find scraps of food to prevent my starvation. You will never fully starve to death in Rebirth, even if a warning is flashing saying that you will. But I have food in my backpack too, just outside the gates. I take off my shackles for the last time. Clicking Alt shows me where I left my backpack full of goods. I take myself out of sneak because I can run faster than an Olympian, and I run at full speed toward my gear. Looks like a slave pal is coming with. I booted across the bridge. I get past them no problem, but stop in my tracks when I get to the backpack. This lets them strike me and I take damage to the stomach. I see I still have all my gear and I run for the gates. I get clogged up in the mayhem and they smash me in the right leg for almost half the limb's health. This throws a wrench into my gears because my plan was to run away and now I'm not fast at running. A holy nation legion is chasing me and I'm not getting any farther away from them. Yeah, okay, this is bad. A great little action sequence. Look how close they're getting. Okay, this is tense. This guy is right on my heels, so I make a desperate play. If I lure these guys into the foglands, maybe fogmen will take care of them for me and I'll be able to outrun those fogmen because they'll be busy fighting these guys. They catch up to me, and I take 2 more smacks. This time my left leg gets it. Goes to show you, I've done nothing but train for 35 days and I'm still gonna die. It's hard to explain how that's appealing, but that's Kenshi, baby. I'm strong enough that I'm not encumbered by the gear in my backpack, so I can't even drop gear to run faster. The bad guys disperse, seeing some other crew to attack, but 2 of them are left chasing me. My odds have grown. And they fell back slightly, deciding whether or not to attack the other group, so I've got a lead. This one last dude chases me right into the Foglands, and he's right on my heels. This makes my plan more dangerous. I thought an army would be chasing me, not one guy. So now if I run into a horde of fogmen, they'll swarm me. Eventually, I run up a ledge and watch the last baddie give up and run away. I reset medic as a job for myself, and I take time to heal. I'm halfway there already. Might as well go back to Mongrel. And as soon as I head off toward Mongrel, boom, a horde of fogmen attack me. Unbelievable! And this guy might be faster than me. If he slows me down, his crew kicks my ass. And he's right up my ass. Oh, swing and a miss. I get the lead, and that's enough to make them give up. Phew! I make it back to Mongrel. I take off my slave pants. I put back on my gear, and I arm myself. We have trained hard. We have become strong. And we deserve a nap. Time to refresh ourselves in a bed instead of a cage. We are still shinobi, after all.